Mr. Janisch, I would like to interview you and ask you some questions about the postal system. How many years have you been working for the post office?
I've been working for the post office just a little over 4 years. 3.5 years I've worked in Hancock, and they transferred me to Wautoma this last half year because they figured they could give me some more hours and hopefully a full-time position down the road.
What do you think about the postal service wanting to close on Saturdays?
Well, of course, in the position I'm in, I only was working every Saturday, so obviously if they took Saturdays away, my job would have been taken away, number one. Number two, another reason that would have been good, because anybody that does just work Saturdays would not be willing to just sit at home waiting for phone calls to fill in for the full-time position. So we are very happy that we just found out about a week ago that they are not going to take Saturdays away for now.
What are some advantages of getting a postal job?
Some of the advantages I feel of getting a postal job is you're guaranteed usually 40 hours a week minimum. You also are guaranteed you're working for the government, so obviously your benefits will be much better. You have a retirement plan, insurance, and the wage is very, very good, and you obviously will get a much better wage as the years go on, and also you get paid for mileage.
What are some negatives about the postal office?
Some of the negatives of the postal office are when you need car repairs, it's very expensive. For instance, you average probably once a month you have to change your oil, and that's only working part-time. Tires are used quite a bit. I have to replace brakes at least once every other month. And another disadvantage, I think, is obviously sometimes you could get bit by an animal, especially a dog, that really does not like you, and you never know until they come up to you.
Is weather a big factor as being a mail carrier in Wisconsin?
Yes, it is. In the winter, obviously, you have snow, ice. Like this last year, I have been in the ditch twice. To get pulled out, he only had to come less than a mile. It cost me $110, and that money does come out of my pocket. A lot of people think that the post office pays for that, but they do not. In the summer, obviously, on hot days, it is very hot in the vehicle, even though the windows are down, because you don't have the air conditioner on, because obviously with windows down, you can't really do that. It doesn't really help. And then obviously when it's raining, people will call the post office, unfortunately, and they complain to the postmaster saying we have wet mail that they have received. Well, it's kind of hard not to get wet from the window to the mailbox.
Finally, do you think you will ever get a full-time position?
I've been told that I will get a full-time position hopefully within 2 years. That's the reason that they transferred me from Hancock to Wautoma, because there's going to be 2 or 3 people retiring from the Wautoma office, so I'm really hoping within 2 years I should get a full-time position. So I would say within 2 years I should be full-time.
Thank you.